Huge news. Dragon Drive Addiction is hosting an end-of-the-year awards show at PRI 2022. We want to reward you racers for your hard work throughout the year. The fastest 100 list, 9 through 14 second top 25, the regional list, the 8th mile list. This is our way to say thank you so much for what you do. Thank you for laying it out, putting it on the line to make these lists. You know what you got to do? You got to turn to 11. You got to turn it up. Go follow Dragon Drive everywhere, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, or find us on the website, dragondrive.com, for the full lists of lists.
All right, guys. It's funny. The more I watch that, the more I'm like, I need to redo that. Anyways, hey, thank you. Daily Dose of Dragon Drive number 31 right here. Michael Lone is backstage right now. So we're going to cut through a couple different things. We're going to talk about some Midwest Drag's first race. We're going to give a quick tech tip on Survive a Dragon Drive, and then we're going to get right into Carolina Drag Cruise. We're probably going to go a few minutes over, so if you are driving or getting in your car now, you better get ready. We're going to have some fun today. Some comments already coming. Again, the new format is I'm not reading the comments till after the topic, so I don't get sidetracked and we don't run away with the conversation. So let's get right to it, guys. We set up the deal yesterday. I kind of alluded to it. There's going to be a first race of Midwest Drags, kind of like a kickoff to the event, and Clark Rosenstegel and Glenn Hunter are both racing in that. It's going to be exciting. They're literally 8 a.m. The Summit Racing House of Hustle YouTube channel, live streamed by gear vendors. That race is the first race of the live stream for the event. Now, we'll have some live streaming during the testing on Monday for Mosier Monday, but for Tuesday's event, Clark and Glenn are the first race down the track to kick the event off, but we're taking it one step further. We're going to allow call-outs between racers on Monday. I'll make that list, so you will see me. I'll be in the pits all day Monday, the live stream, running around, all that kind of stuff. So when you see me, if you have a call-out, let me know, because Clark and Glenn will race, and then all of the call-out racers will race after that, okay? For every call-out winner, I'll be at the end of the track with a $100 Summit Racing gift card. And, hang on, are you listening to me? Call-out winners get $100 Summit Racing gift card. Thank you, Summit. And they get the first chance at passes on the AFCO Racing Shocks Friday Night Lights. Okay, so the winner of Clark and Glenn will then be able to make the first pass on Friday night. If they're on the grounds and ready. Like, we can't hold the passes up, but you will get a chance to make the first pass. Now, you've been to these Dragon Drive events, if you have a chance to make one extra pass or you're first in line, there's an opportunity to make 2 or 3 or 4 passes compared to maybe, here you're going to have to make 2 every day. 3 or 4 or 5, 6, 8 passes, something like that during the day. So getting in early is the way to do that. Making a call out your friends, call out anybody. It doesn't matter. Call outs. First passes on Tuesday are available after the Clark and Glenn race. So it's exciting. Shirts, hats, hoodies, we're pre-selling those until next Friday, and Friday at 7 p.m. And then we will shut off the pre-sale special discount, and I'll start printing labels. And when I get to Midwest Drags on Sunday to help set up for everything, I'll then go that night, drink some Mio Energy and Gatorade, and pack and get ready to ship on Monday for everybody that has ordered shirts. There's a lot of shirts that have been ordered, a lot of hats that have been ordered. I appreciate that. Not very many hoodies. I think we only have 2 or 3 hoodies. We will have that merch in the merch trailer at Midwest Drag. So if you get up there, if you're going to be in attendance at any of the tracks, you can pick up your merch there as well. Decals, I've got those still. I think I'm down to like 20 here. All right, so we talked about the first race. If you don't know, Clark Rosenstegel has a twin turbo, Steve Morris 5th gen, and then Glenn has a twin turbo 540 big block, 56 Chevrolet car, red and white, beautiful car. Clark's been low 7s. Glenn's been low 7s. I think it's sick week. I know it's sick week. Clark went 740s, and then Glenn went high 730s. So it should be a really close race, and Clark was throwing out names to see if people could do so. It's almost like a call out from Clark to do this. So again, Summit Racing, House of Hustle YouTube channel. I'll put that down in the description of this, and we'll do that. Anyway, Survive. Oh, hang on. Sorry, I'm just rambling here. 12 comments already in, guys. Thank you so much for that. Looks like everybody's saying good morning. Oh man, Chris Cabe treed Travis Wise on this one by about 4 seconds. It looks like. Chris says my work doesn't approve me getting turned up before I punch in. Everybody's saying good morning. We'll run through some of these. I want to say thanks you guys to come in every day. And again, the plan is to go live every day until at least Midwest Drags, definitely live during Midwest Drags. And then after that, it's right into Rocky Mountain Race Week. I'm excited. It's the schedule has been good. I've dropped my kids off at school. Today's the last day of school for them. So every day will be easy now. Clark's on meth now. Should be good. All right. Again, the Facebook users are in the Drag and Drive Racers group, and I don't know how to turn it to where we can see the names on it. So I'm going to figure out a way around that, and we'll get to working on that. Yep. Okay. Here we go. Back to fun stuff. Survive a Drag and Drive. Listen, we talked about this with Red Hat Scotty and Tom and Blaine Stark, and Connie popped in for a little bit. And Boo Quamso the other night on the long format live stream, which I need a name for. If you have a specialty tool, if there's a wrench that, a 10 millimeter wrench that you've had to heat up and bend because you've got to get into this one certain spot, don't forget that tool. If there's something that you can't buy at a Harbor Freight or an O'Reilly's or an AutoZone or Advanced Auto or Napa, you better bring it, because the odds of those stores being open and you being able to buy that part in the middle of nowhere, Indiana, may be pretty slim, or tool. So, stuff like LS alternators, things like that, people are going to have that. Small block Chevrolet alternators, Ford alternators. Somebody's going to probably have that. You can buy that anywhere. You probably don't need to throw it in the trailer. Things like, a torque wrench. If you're the kind of guy that uses that, we do Ugga Duggas. Bring your own. You want to make sure, if it's your first time to do this, bring everything that you think you'll ever need, because there may be somebody that doesn't have anything, which is a great possibility. But then you need to make sure you have your stuff. So if you have a alternator that's from like a 3rd gen Camaro that was only ran for 2 years because it's a 305 and not a 350 or vice versa, you need to have that alternator. Anything that's special like that, you need to do that. Let's see what time we got. 7:50. All right, we need to probably jump in and bring Michael on in, because now we only got about 8 minutes. So he's like, let's go. All right, what's up, dude?
Nothing much. I'm in a secret equipment closet at a location where I may or may not work.
Nice. He's not in the break room. The break room. Yeah, this is probably Jonathan Stonecipher right here, a 40 spline wheel bearing for a 9-inch. Yes, that would be a good, and he has one in the car now. All right, dude, you ready to get into this?
Absolutely.
Let's
Before I
go.
Get caught.
Yep. All right. So pretty easy stuff. We're going to go about 8 minutes here, maybe 10. If you guys don't know, you're under a rock. Carolina Drag Cruise was a huge success. Everybody had fun. It looked like an amazing event. So let's get into it, dude. Like, who won? Who was the fastest overall? All that kind of stuff.
Okay, give me 1 second. I'm going to bring up the spreadsheet on my side.
Okay, and I'll bring it up for everybody here.
I have the memory of a slug.
Well, and dude, after an event, people don't understand. Like, you don't have any more brain capacity.
No. The last day I did not.
Yep.
I also realized the last day I had no shame left.
Yeah, hey man,
I was acting a fool out on the starting line.
There you go.
And if you watch Luke's video from the Tom Bailey's YouTube channel, you'll probably see a lot of that.
Yeah.
All right. So let's go. Let's start at the top and work our way down on this.
Okay.
All right. So Tony and Graham Hayes, father-son team, definitely won Unlimited with an average of a 5.539.
Mm-hmm.
And then Scott Green, and I feel sorry for Scott because I announced the wrong driver for the trophy. I announced Larry West won most consistent, but my brain cells were fried by Sunday, and it was Scott Green with an average of a 7.77, but his total deviation was 0.04 of a second over his runs. So he was definitely most.
This, right? Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure they can see all these.
Yes, they can see that. Yeah. Go if you go to the top, you should be able to filter. Just click on class, the little down arrow.
Yeah.
And then unselect and select unlimited. There you go. That's going to make it a lot easier for you.
Oh, nice. There we go. Okay. That's cool.
So, yeah, looking at this, you can see that Scott's derivation was just really awesome. He was dead nuts consistent. That Maverick was going A to B every time. And this his first year in the fall race, he was having consistency issues, but he's definitely got that small block Ford worked out.
Yeah, he's got it figured out now. And 0.04 across 4 passes and 4 days of racing, 3 different tracks. I mean, that's pretty.
4 different tracks. It was 4 different.
That's right. 4 different tracks. Yep, I forgot that.
All right, so let's go ahead and swap classes and look at the limited street. And
come
on. You can definitely see Daniel Bowers. Now you saw what the average was for unlimited.
Yeah, he was close.
He was really close, and with an average of a 5.63.
Yeah, if this had been somewhere in that mid 5s range, he probably would have won it all.
Yep. Absolutely, and he had the power. Just he was having problems at Ware Shoals, trying to get it down the track. The track was a little bit tricky because we were coming out in a 94-degree weather day. The track temps were somewhere between 130, 140 when we got there, and
that's hot, man. That's hot.
It's real hot. So our most consistent person on that one, I'm trying to look and remember. I'm pretty there it is. Yeah, Stacey Galloway by a large margin. So he had a 500th derivation over 4 passes. So
he almost won that one too.
Yeah,
it was close.
Yeah, I mean
he wasn't far off.
Moving on to stick shift. This was my biggest surprise of the weekend. You're going to look and see Kenneth Rose won stick shift with a decisive average of 6.747 and a 0.04 of a second derivation. He won both the most consistent and the fastest average.
That's pretty awesome.
So, and that is a naturally aspirated Coyote motor.
Well, and what's even wilder is it's a stick. You know what I mean? So, like, you think about just it's got to be the same row every time. How many passes does that guy have in that car to make it get there? You know what I mean?
I know he has gone through 3 transmissions in the past year.
Dang,
trying to find one that would live behind that Coyote with what he was turning.
Dang, that's even harder.
Rowing gears in the mid 6s is just impressive.
For sure. Let's see. Let's hit one more class, and then
we actually got 2. We got Modern Muscle. We'll run through it real quick because it's a small class.
Yep.
And Mark White went out there, and I really want to bring attention to him because he took a naturally aspirated Camaro and went and fought against 3 other power adder cars and won.
That's awesome.
So, and then Frank, and I can never pronounce his last name. Wanaka. Thank you. Wanaka went out there and destroyed the most consistent with 1.8 hundredths of a second deviation.
That's crazy.
He was just rocking it. Limited Street or True Street was our last class. And
this was a big class.
This was 16. Our biggest class. And just like when the Street Eliminator in Drag Week, the one that everybody's not supposed to let anybody run Street Eliminator. Well, this is our Street Eliminator class, basically, as fast as you can go without a cage. Mark Harrison won with a 7.42. He was right there on it the whole time, just right there. His fastest pass was 7:37 on a 7:35 index. So he was rocking it. And then our slowest pass was Nicholas Hall there in his 02 GMC Sierra. He averaged 12 seconds. But you know what? He had just as much fun as, Larry West and
here's
Grant
the
Hayes.
thing, like folks that see these 10s here, just so you know, those are actually DNFs, guys. So like he made every day and made every pass, made a pass at each track. So that's pretty awesome to finish it. I feel like he's my spirit animal because that would have been about the times that the Narcs cart would have ran. So we definitely turned in some slow times, and one day we turned in a 23-second time slip at Mid-America on 2.0 last year. And June was like, "Do you want to just take the 20?" And I was like, "Nope, I earned that 23. I'm going to take it."
Absolutely.
Yep.
If you're going to rock it all the way.
Well, hey, man, listen, and for us, that was part of it. We were slow. We're in unlimited because of the way the car is set up. It wouldn't have mattered anyway. So looks like we got a bunch of comments, guys. Thank you so much for being in here. I appreciate that. We got about 2 minutes. Why don't you tell them what the plan is for the fall race and then the spring race, what your plans are for it too.
Okay. The fall race is going to be the 30-mile format like we did this time.
Okay.
So I've just got to get with the tracks and lock down the dates. It's looking like early or late October right now.
Oh, awesome.
But I've got to verify. The problem with October is you get rain. So we'll be dodging rain if we decide to go those dates. It may be late September, but then if you get late September, a lot of these tracks shut down for the bracket finals for IHRA. So I just got to work with the tracks to lock in the dates. As soon as I do them, I'm going to let you know so you can get the word out.
Cool.
And then I'll make sure everybody knows ahead of time before I put it up on the website so people can get registered. And that's going to be a gold rush trying to get in and get signed in.
Yeah, Scott Thompson said, see if you can lock down the temperatures a little bit.
I'll get right on that, Scott. I'm on it, man.
That's funny.
I'll get a hold of Indian shaman and get him to do some non-rain dances.
Well, and here's what what you'd said earlier in the, when you host an event out there, like there's tracks all over. So that's kind of a benefit. And then maybe you can get them to open up a little early or something like that if they're already going to have a big race that night.
Yeah.
It'll be easier to work in on some of that. So I know the struggle,
especially with the exposure we got this time with Luke and Philip coming out with sick and posting everything. These tracks are starting to get eager to have us there now.
Yeah. And, these weekend drag and drive events make so much sense because a lot of times you're almost piggybacking on a test and tune, or if you've got 60 something cars like you'll have, they'll just let you guys do the track. Because I don't know how many people come out to a test and tune 70 or 80.
You're right.
So if you're going to have that with an event, you're almost renting the whole track.
Exactly.
So
the only thing is we typically, drag and drive events don't pull a lot of spectators.
Yeah.
So
they can though. They will. I'm telling you.
We got to get a little bit more exposure out there. As far as the spring race, right now the plans are, and we're working on locking down the dates, but it's looking like it's going to be early May, not late May. And we're going to do a full drag and drive. This won't be training wheels where you can use your support vehicles at the track. Mm-hmm. This is leave your support vehicles at the first track, and then just like any other drag and drive, you pull your trailer and do what you want to do as far as that goes. But we're looking at about a 300-mile round trip, 3 tracks, 4 days.
Nice. That'll be great. That's going to be a lot of fun. It'll be because there's so many people that haven't been to that part of the country. A lot of Florida folks will come up. I'm sure a lot of the, to the Mississippi will come that way to be a part of it. It's going to be really cool. And you guys have a ton of fast 8th mile cars out there.
We do.
8th mile racing is big time in that part of the country.
Yeah, that 8th mile is king here. And the nice thing about it is for those guys that are wanting to get started in drag and drive, a 300-mile trip is going to be a whole lot easier to sort the bugs out of your program than going out and doing a 1,500-mile trip.
Well, and 70, 80 miles a day, 100 miles a day is pretty easy. You can typically limp your car through that stuff and get it to the next track if you've built a decent car at any time. So, all right, dude, thank you so much. We will definitely have you back. I mean, as updates come, you're going to come on. You're going to give everybody the news on that kind of stuff, and everybody knows you can find the news here. But it's 8:05. I got to go. Thank you so much for jumping in. I appreciate that, and we won't tell your boss that you were here.
All right, man. Take it easy, guys.
All right, later. Y'all, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Again, live every day, 7:45 a.m. Central to get there. Adjustable Hammer Racing here, checking in north of Kakalaka. All right, thank you so much. New list comes out today. The Carolina Drag Cruise is hitting the 2022 8th mile list. It'll drop probably late today as the web developer is hardcore working on the backside of stuff for Midwest Drags. I hope you guys are ready for what's coming with that. It will change the way live streams will happen for Drag and Drive. I almost guarantee it. All right, bye.